Juggernog is without a doubt the most important perk in a zombies game. Well, not in Black Ops 4 and Black Ops Cold War, obviously. Without it, you are either a 2-hit down on Black Ops 2 and below, and a 3-hit down on Black Ops 3. But the zombies can swipe extremely fast in BO3, so even one zombie is a big threat. Today, I decided to do round 100 with no jug on Ascension with classic gobblegums. Yeah, I can actually play the game without the usage of megas. I'm so good, right? Okay, so there were many maps I could have done no jug on. For example, SOE, The Giant, Durasan Jag Revelations, Kino, Moon, etc. But I decided to do Ascension because I'm trapped. This was actually crazy. I had to build up my points by shooting zombies instead of popping at raindrops. What the fuck? Yeah, I think I'm a Megas player now. But I can still play only classics. It's just that I prefer Megas currently. Again, because I'm like the Winter's Howl. Dog. Like any game, I bought the Shiva, stayed in spawn for the first 200 rounds because no one wanted to buy the first door, and then proceeded to be crushed by the lander. Cringe! No, I'm just messing with you. What truly happened was my dad came in, and once I reached round 5, I left the first room, opened the doors to power, and of course I'm using a first box patch. The reason being is because I didn't want to move the box, which would result in me getting fire sales, which means less max ammos. This will make the game slower because I won't be able to camp in power for as long due to less max ammos. After a few rounds in power, I realized that I actually need to buy the perks myself so I can start having monkey rounds instead of just activating raindrops and calling it a day. So I made my way to the lander location by Speed Cola, also making sure to buy speed to get monkeys. Ended the round there, and then called the lander, because if you didn't know, when you activate the lander, no zombies will spawn in for some reason. I don't know why or how this happens, it just does. You might be thinking though, oh, but actually this isn't a speedrun, so why are you worrying about playing fast? My answer? Man, shut the fuck up! Now when I do get the monkey round, there's a thing you can do where you can send the lander back to spawn without actually riding it. The thing is, you have to do it with controller. So if you have that, you're in luck. Step 1, plug in your controller. Step 2, get as far away as you can from the lander, but while still having the prompt to press the button. Then, as you're pressing your interact button, walk backwards or sideways at the same time, and voila. The lander will now be heading to spawn, but you will not be riding it. I think you get the gist now. Every monkey round, I would call the lander, do the trick with the controller, and end the monkey round. Once all 3 were done, I activated the rocket, went to Pack-a-Punch, and spent about half a decade getting the right ATs. Also, I forgot to mention the perk setup. Since I'm not able to run jug, I decided to go with Mule Kicks, Speed Cola, Stamina Up, and Double Tap. Mule Kick is just for 3 weapons, so I can camp in power for longer. Also, real quick, how do you controller players use Mule Kick? Because when you press the weapon swap button, it only goes forwards. It's not like mouse and keyboard where you can swap backwards and forwards when you're using scroll wheel, which makes it way easier, by the way. And now that I'm thinking about that, it makes console players 255s way more impressive. Like, the other 3 perks I ran are quite obvious as well, so I want to explain them. Why aren't you running quick revive in case if you down? Well, you see, I tend to just rage quit immediately if I down, so might as well just not buy it. So in the case if I down, I'm greeted by the game over screen instead of having to kiss the floor for the 90th time. I also don't think I need to go over the strategy because it's Ascension. I guess, sure, I did have a couple more red screens because it was no jug. That's to be expected on BF3 because they just swipe way too fast. Also, I did have to focus more, again, since it's no jug. If you aren't fully focused in a no jug game at all times, you will most likely down. Even though I was focusing the entire time, I still had instances where I would almost go down, mostly due to the death machine sucking in the later rounds. But they save ammo, so I had no choice to pick them up. Lastly, I'll go over the monkey rounds, because still, there are some people that do not know how to deal with them without Dead of the Nuclear Winter or raindrops. So, what I would do is stand by the fire trap that is next to Mule Kick and Speed Cola. Wait to see if there would be any monkeys spawning on the Mule Kick side. And keep in mind, there is 2 potential spawns for monkeys on the Mule Kick side. And if you're not watching the spawns, you might miss them and lose Mule Kick, which sucks greatly. Then I would turn on the fire trap and just make my way to Stam, killing any monkeys I see heading to Mule Kick on the way. And lastly, I would finish off the monkeys attacking Stam, which would end the round. A quick tip here is to leave 4-4 in your thunder gun, because if you get rid of all your ammo, then how are you going to kill the monkeys? you're going to have to use the traps, and that's going to be really slow, as well as the fact that you're probably going to lose a perk or two to the monkeys. So just make sure you always keep 4 shots in your T-Gun's mag and 4 shots in your stock. Otherwise, you're gonna have a bad time. So my last monkeys ended up being 96, which sucks. Not even good. I would have preferred 97, but whatever, I guess. And I ended up getting good drops on round 99, letting me end the round in power, which concludes my round 100 without Juggernog. I'm also debating whether or not I should do a round 100 video on every BO3 map without Jug, because a normal round 100 on every BO3 map has been done to death at this point. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my new outro.